Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. And today I'm bringing you the card I made for the Stamp and Hop blog hop, and the theme was the in colours. And so I made this card using Misty Moonlight, and I really like the effect that I've done here. It reminds me of Dove pottery. I'm going to be using that quite a bit, I think, especially in, particularly in the Misty Blue. Misty Moonlight even. I'm going to change the colour up, and I'm going to use Just Jade for this one. I'm not doing one in each colour. I've done lots of projects where I've used all 5 colours, and I don't really need that many cards. So I'm just going to make one to show you how I did this. Using Just Jade, and I'm using the very lovely stamp set Posted For You and the matching postage stamp punch, and I'm also using the stitched shapes, and I'm using the largest stitched square and the smallest, which appears to have just disappeared, but I will find it when I come to need it. Okay, so first thing we want to do is get our bits of cardstock. So I'll move those out of the way. So I've got some extra thick Whisper White here, cut in half, scored in half. I've got a scrap of Whisper White to do my stamping. I have my mats, which are going to go across my card. These little ones are 1 5/16 by 1 5/16, and this one is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then this is just a mat to go behind the punched out postage stamp, and this is 1 1/2 by 2 1/4. Okay, so let's get some stamping done on this. So I'm just going to randomly stamp using the floral punch there. That's the one that I'm using for the main focal point, so I'm not using that one. So we're just going to stamp all over. Going to get a bit of scrap paper to go under, because I will be going off the page. So I do like this colour. I really like cinnamon cider. I even like bumblebee, and I'm not a lover of yellow particularly. I do find Magenta Madness is quite bright. I like it, but it's quite bright. Misty Moonlight, I think, is likely to be my favourite. I'm going to enjoy using this Just Jade for Christmas projects, I think. I think this is a really nice Christmas green. Not a great stamp there, but it doesn't matter because it might well get covered up. I don't need actually all of this, so I think we'll be fine. Okay, where's my chamois? That is all the jade that I need. Let me find my chamois. Give that a clean. Grand. And then all I did to create that effect there was I just took an aqua painter, and because this is water-based ink, I'm just going over with a bit of water, and it makes the ink run a bit, so you get this sort of subtle effect. Not doing anything other than just rubbing the water around. Really, no skill, just enough to get some water on my brush, just enough to activate that ink and give it this sort of subtle. I say I really like it on the Misty Blues. It does remind me of that beautiful Delft pottery, which I'm quite a fan of. Not that I have any. I just like looking at it. So just going to carry on doing this. I might speed this bit up. So that's all that's done, and you can see that it's just a subtle effect there. And now what we need to do is die cut it. So I'm die cutting a square, so I just sort of look and see on here which bit I think will give us the best sort of look. I want the edges to have some stamping on, so I might go for that one there, and then that bit where I misstamp won't matter because I'll be covering it over. And then I'm going to cut 2 of these squares and sort of do it so I've got a lot of floral at the edges, so I'll probably do one down there, so I've got lots of floral there, and then I can do one over there to get a lot of floral there, because when I come to put it on the stamp, it's those edges that you, on the card even, it's those edges that you see. So I'm gonna cut that out, and before I do that, this is the mat that's going to go on the square, and just to be a bit frugal, or tight as some people might say, I'm going to punch out the topper out of this. So I'm just going to use my Versamark, because this is going to be heat embossed with the white, and I'm going to put it smack bang in the middle. And then I'm going to get my white embossing powder and put that over the top. And then I'm just going to get my heat gun, so it will be a little bit noisy, and we'll get that melted. And there it goes. There we go. And then we can take this punch and actually I need a little handle, so I'm just going to put a bit snail. We've got our new adhesive. I've ordered it, so I'm looking forward to it coming, but I do have snail left over, so I'm going to use it up, of course. So now I can hold that a bit better to poke it in. Centre it. And we've still got enough there to mat that, and you won't notice that bit that's come out the centre. So that's ready, and that's going to be matted on here. That looks like I've cut that a little bit too long. I obviously measured it incorrectly I think it's more like 2 1/8, not 2 1/4. I might have just written it down wrong, so I'll just snip a bit off that. I'll die cut these and then we'll finish off the card. So that's all the bits die cut, and I've trimmed this down to 2 1/8 by 1 1/2. I've adjusted it in my notebook, so when it goes on my blog it will be correct. And then, so to add a little bit of interest to the front of the card, I'm going to score a line at every quarter. So normally I do 1/8 when I do scoring, but I decided to have a look at what doing every 1/4 inch. So miss one, do one. Miss one, do one. Sounds a little bit rude, that. Miss one, do one. Reminds me of when I was a teacher at the weekend. It's like my head of department used to say, if you need me over the weekend, my number is 0121, which was rhymed with do one. In other words, don't contact me. Used to make us laugh. So there we go. And I love embossed card backs anyway, to sort of add a bit of interest. But what a simpler way than adding a few lines. Really like it. I find when I do it though, I then need to go back over it with my bone folder to sort of let it lie a bit flatter again. So now all we need to do is build these up. So we just need to glue our layers together. Oh, and I did ink round this this mat, which was something I meant to get whilst the camera was turned off. Or I might just not ink this one, and then we can compare the difference. I just felt that it needed a bit of inking to help it pop. That was all. Right, let's get these. So I'm using Tombow to go around, and this one I'm just going to go around the edges because I'll go around there. There we are. Stick these down, and because I've gone over it with water, got slight warping, but it will stick down, which is another good reason for using Tombow, because it's a stronger glue and it will hold it down nicely. Do like this green, it's just a really nice shade. There we are. I think the cinnamon cider done this. I have done a project doing this effect with cinnamon cider, and it makes it look very vintage. So it's just a little project I've done for my junk journal. It just gives it a really nice vintage effect, which really appeals. Loving my vintage junk journal. There we go. I've got a playlist so you can check it out. Right, so what I did with these was I put these on the side. I sort of found the middle, and then this one goes on top, and then that's just going on there. I'm still trying to decide whether or not I should ink the edges. I think I probably will, so I'm going to have to stop the camera and do that. So going to leave that sort of in place so I kind of know where it's going. And then got the edge over there, using the lines on my grid mat to sort of make sure it's in a straight line, and now I can use that to help me with putting this right. So we've gone halfway on this scored line here, and we're sort of touching the one at the bottom. I'm not quite touching that one, so they're together lovely. Which way up do I want this to go? Doesn't really matter. So I could have popped this up on dimensionals, but I'm popping this one up, and I don't like to go more than one dimensional up, because otherwise you go large letter. I try to keep it into normal letter size. So I'm just going to get my sponge for this. So I've got my sponge daubler. Oh, and I've stuck my finger right in the ink. Oops. Didn't really want to do that. So I'm just going to go around the edges. This also actually is quite in keeping with the effect with watercolouring over that stamped image, so actually I like it. So now I'm just going to get some dimensionals and stick that up. So I don't need that many dimensionals, Jez, but I've got to keep it even. So there we go. I've done it. I've just been generous. It's not coming off. So nice little card, a way of sending a bit of love to someone, just for whatever, just because. And then I'm just sticking that on there, and that's my Just Jade, and that's my Misty Moonlight. So hope you like those. Do check out my blog. I'll have all the measurements on there, and some nice photos. And yeah, I quite like it. I say I do like that because it reminds me of Delft China, but I do like that one as well because I love that green. And yeah, maybe you should make it in one of the other ink colours and show me what it looks like in the other colours. I'd love to see it. Okay, I'll link to the original blog hop as well in the blog post about this. So if you go down below, or it'll flash up here somewhere probably, you can find the blog post for this, and I'll link to the blog hop and see what everybody else has done with the new ink colours. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell, and then you'll be notified of all my uploads. I do 4 videos a week. That includes the Junk Journal series. So if you're interested in that, do take a look. That's on a Wednesday. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.